Kept your hoodie like it meant forever. Still smells like rain and cheap cologne. You called it love when it was just convenience. I called it home when I was all alone. You had a way of making silence feel like meaning, like empty words were something deep. But I was reading between your disappearing lines while you were half awake, half asleep. And I swear I saw it coming, but I stayed just to prove me wrong. Now I replay every I miss you and wonder how it lasted so long. You never truly cared, you just stayed when it was easy. Took the love I gave like it would never fade. I was building us a future out of fragile little pieces. You were already halfway out the door. You never stayed and it hurts in ways I can't explain out loud. Like losing something I was never really allowed. You never truly cared, but I did somehow. I still check my phone like you forgot to text me, like you might remember what we were. But your name feels like a stranger in my heartbeat, a lesson written in a blur. Friends say time will heal it like it's simple, but they don't know what I held on to. Every promise you dissolved into the morning light. Every version of me that died with you. And I swear I saw it coming, but I stayed just to feel your warmth. Now I'm learning how to live in the echo of your storm. You never truly cared, you just stayed when it was easy. Took the love I gave like it would never fade. I was building us a future out of fragile little pieces. You were already halfway out the door. You never stayed and it hurts in ways I can't explain out loud. Like losing something I was never really allowed. You never truly cared, but I did somehow. Now I'm folding up the memories like letters, trying not to read what isn't there. But every page still whispers your intention, that I was never really yours to care. You never truly cared, and I finally see it clearly. No more chasing shadows of what we used to be. I was loving you in colors, you were fading in so slowly, till I learned the truth was never meant for me. And it hurts, but I'm learning how to let it go. Even love can be a lie you don't know. You never truly cared, and now I do. I should have known from the way you said my name, like it didn't really matter if I stayed. You Kissed me like a habit you were breaking, but I was something you just couldn't say. I kept the photos even after you deleted every trace of us from your phone. Funny how I saved what you were while you were learning how to be alone. And I mistook your silence for mystery, I mistook your distance for deep love. But looking back, it wasn't complicated. You just never gave enough. You were my biggest mistake, but I made it every day. I kept choosing you like pain was something safe. I ignored every warning written in your fading gaze. Now I'm left with what we were, I can't replace. And I hate that I still miss your face. You were my biggest mistake. You said I'm not good at staying like a warning, but I thought I could change your mind. I didn't hear the truth behind the laughter. I only heard the words, you're mine. But I was never really something you were holding, just a pause between your exits and your doors. I built a home inside you temporary while you were already wanting more. And I mistook your warmth for forever, and I mistook your touch forever. I mistook your touch for a vow. But love shouldn't feel like surviving, and I know that now. You were my biggest mistake, but I made it every day. I kept choosing you like pain was something safe. I ignored every warning written in your fading gaze. Now I'm left with what we were, I can't replace. And I hate that I still miss your face. You were my biggest mistake. If I could go back to the night we first collided, I'd walk away before the spark. But some mistakes don't look like breaking till they've already torn you apart. You were my biggest mistake, and I loved you like a prayer. Even when you never really cared, I turned your almost into always out of desperation. Now I'm learning how to breathe in your absence and repair. Well, you broke without a second thought or glance. You were my biggest mistake, and my heart is chance. I believed him when he held me closely. Now I wish I had the strength to see the way his eyes would wander slowly when I was talking about us, like I was just a passing story. He was never meant to trust. I thought love was supposed to stay, not quietly fade away. Never trust is forever. It's just a word he lets slip through, like smoke that looks like something real, till it disappears from view. I built my dreams on what he told me, while he was already halfway gone. Never trust is forever, when you're the only one holding on. He made goodbye look accidental, like it wasn't planned at all. One day he was my shelter, next day I was watching him fall. Out of every vow he whispered, like they never had a weight. And I'm left here in the silence of promises that came too late. I should've known the way he'd say my name was never meant to stay the same. Never trust is forever. It's just a word he lets slip through, like rain that promises the sky, but never follows through. I built my heart around his maybe, while he was already moving on. Never trust is forever, when you're the only one holding on. Now I don't ask for explanations, I don't wait by the door. I learned that some sweet conversations don't mean love anymore. Never trust is forever, let it pass like falling rain. It sounds like something worth believing, but it always ends in pain. I still hear it in the distance, like a ghost I can't undo. Never trust is forever, if it was never meant for you. I learned your silence had a name. It sounded just like someone else. You light up when her message came, while I kept quiet to myself. I memorized the way you change, like I was easy to replace. One foot already out the frame. While I was begging you to stay, and I don't know why I keep holding on to a love that's half here, half already gone. I'm tired of being second to a ghost I can't compete with, to a memory you're still feeding, while I'm breaking just to you outgrew, and every time I ask you stay, I lose a little more of you. She's in the way you hold your phone, the way you smile and drift somewhere, and I'm just here but not your home. Just someone learning love's not fair, and I don't know how to let you go, and I was never what you chose. I'm tired of being second to a ghost I can't compete with, to a memory you're still feeding, while I'm breaking just to keep this. If love is supposed to feel like home, why do I feel so alone in a heart that never chose me first? I'm tired of being second. It hurts. Maybe I was never meant to stay. Just a pause before she came back your way. But I gave you everything I had inside, and you still left me on the side. I'm tired of being second to a ghost I can't compete with. I kept hoping you would see me, but I was never who you needed. If love is supposed to feel like home, why do I feel so alone in a heart that never chose me first? I'm tired of being second. It hurts. Living in your shadow, counting promises that never stay. I built a home out of your maybe, while you were halfway gone each day. I saved your name in every moment, like it meant something you defend. But love can't grow where truth is broken, and I was just your almost friend. I should've known by how you look away, like I was never meant to stay. I wasted 3 years on your silence, 3 years mistaking pain for love, 3 years of hoping you would choose me. Well, I was never good enough. Now I see what I refused to see. You were never really there with me, and I don't hate you, but I finally agree. I wasted 3 years on what we used to be. I learned your habits, your excuses, the way you leave but never say. And I became so used to losing that I forgot there was a way to love someone who doesn't vanish when things things get hard to feel too real. But I was holding on to ashes of something that would never heal. And I kept thinking it would change someday.